how crazy was that, going into the store where you basically spent a majority of your life?
Yeah, it was crazy. The first thing was the smell of the basement, like that basement smell.
That's nuts how smells can take you back to certain times of your life, huh?
Crazy. Just being in there and like 1,000 memories coming back, like seeing those racks where I used to have to like organize the t-shirts.
Yeah.
Seeing that slide where the boxes come in, like, I don't know, it was pretty amazing. And I was literally in there from 1996 until like 2006. The good thing was it was always cool. You know what I mean? Because I lived on the top floor over here, so no matter how high I put my air conditioner on, it would never cool the apartment. So we'd honestly, most of the time, you know, my friends and I'd be like, oh, let's go in the basement.
Yeah.
And I think some of my friends actually slept there sometimes.
How did you first start Five Borough?
In the mid-90s, skateboarding in New York was kind of, in my mind, getting a little watered down, where everybody that was involved with skateboarding was involved with like something that had nothing to do with skateboarding. So people, in my mind, weren't like what I considered back then like a pure skateboarder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever. You know, my friends and I said, we should start our own company, because all the companies that were in New York, we just didn't really associate with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So we kind of would always skate, hang out, and actually 2 blocks from here, there's a restaurant called the Olive Tree Cafe that had tables that were slate tables, and you could draw on them with chalk. And I remember us concepting the name there, like writing down all that, it could be this name, like doing graphics. It was kind of like a place where you could go and think and write on the table and discuss it.
Yeah.
And I remember one night we went to eat dinner, and then we said, what encompasses all of New York? Like, what is a word or a phrase or something? And then I don't remember who said it, but I just remember we left that day and we said, we got the name, it's Five Borough. Everybody was psyched on it, and that was like in 95, and then 96 we started, and it was literally just, the first thing we did was we made stickers. We put them all over the city. Any event we went, we put stickers up, and no one knew what it was. It just said like Five Borough Skateboards NYC. And everybody's like, yeah, but where's the company? And then at a really big event in February, that was one of the first indoor events on the East Coast, it was called Shred for Life. That's where we had the team wearing the t-shirts, and then everybody put 2 and 2 together and like, oh, Steve made a company with his friends.
What do you think sets the Maloof Money Cup aside from other contests?
First off, I think the way they came into New York specifically, obviously I had first-hand experience with it, it was a very organic process. It wasn't like, hey Steve, we're coming into New York and we're doing this contest, we'd like you to be involved. It was more of, hey Steve, we want to come to New York, we want to do the contest in New York, and how can you help us make it authentic to New York? So right off the bat, it's, you know, who wouldn't want to work with someone that approaches you that way and respects the history and culture and everything that's going on in New York. From that initial meeting all the way till designing the skate park and then seeing it built, every step of the way, like, it was just an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Most of the times I've hung out with Joe, I've been lucky enough that it was just hanging out with him.
That's cool.
Like, hey Steve, we're going to be downtown, we're going to be in a Little Italy, want to come eat with us? Yeah, great. We're going to go. He asked me, he says, take me to a place to eat. And I took him authentic New York, I took him to Joe's Pizza.
What did he think?
He loved it, you know what I mean? He really loved it, and he was psyched. He's like, next time I come back, I want to come here. I'll use a bad example. I'm not going to meet Mr. Mountain Dew on the Dew Tour.
Yeah.
And if they come talk to me, I'm actually talking to the guy.
Yeah.
This is the guy. Mm-hmm. So it's that much more personal. That's why I think it gives the Maloof Money Cup such an interesting, I don't know, again, it goes back to community. It's kind of funny. It's like a community feel where it's like the locals are involved with this guy that's coming in. He respects the locals, what's going on, and everybody wins, really. You know, so it's really like, you know, good relationships, real people, not a entity that you're dealing with. You're dealing with, this is the guy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get any more real than that. Kids don't realize it's a lot of work. I won the Nike's Game Changers grant.
Oh.
I probably eat a slice here every day.
And look at how fit you are, too.